Hey, what's up, Lone Wolf? Let me know how the sound is with the fan that I have on. If it's a problem, I'll shut the fan off. But if it's not too bad, I'll keep it on. Let me know, because I know that I can tell by looking at OBS that the sound of the fan is registering on the mic, just the air blowing against it. Hey man, yes, it's good to be here, man. I took a little bit of time. Let me turn off this overhead light. That's better. Okay, sounds good? Great. How you doing tonight, man? Death's Head. What is that? I know that it's making me think of something that I don't think is the same thing you're talking about. Hey, what's up, Johnny? Yeah, Death's Head is... Okay, I think I remember Death's Head from the Marvel Universe cards I used to collect. Oh, you know what? Let me, Sorry, I keep hitting the mic. Let me post this. I haven't been doing this so much with my Patreon lately. I need to do more. I remember Death's Head as a character. So I got a lot of new subscribers recently because of the Kickstarter, so I want to just let you all know, in case you forgot, in case you subbed to me because of my... you subbed because of a video that I posted, that Black Marrow video, and you're like, I don't remember, but I don't think I know this guy's face. I'm Ryan Gutierrez. I draw comics for a living, and I do these streams where people can hang out with me while I work. And yeah, it's pretty chill. It's mostly just we hang out, we draw, listen to music. Yeah, give the video a like. It really helps the channel out. Everybody watching, please like the video. Most of you already know to do it, but I gotta say it every time. It's just how it goes. The algorithm is tough. So yeah, I sent out the backer survey for the Kickstarter yesterday. It's already like 50% has been 50% of the backers have filled it out. So it's pretty fast. Let's see, let me check. Oh, 60% now. Yeah, man. People are way better about it than the last time. Last time it was like I had to keep hunting people down and be like, could you fill it out? But I think also since then Kickstarter has changed some of their policies about that stuff, where like if they don't fill it out, you can still send them the book to whatever address that they have listed before that, because I think for a while it seemed like you couldn't even do it unless they filled out the survey. You couldn't send them anything, which is like absurd. So I was telling my wife today that I finished the King Arthur book. Right now, my partner in the book and letterer, Nick Philpott, he's been on the show before. He's been on The Big Draw. And he's currently working on letters. And then once that's done, it's going to print proof, and then we're going to set up the Kickstarter for it. And that's it, baby. And then that's going to go up in the next month or two. It's a wild time, man. It's a lot. I expect to be quite exhausted by the time the second Kickstarter's done, but I'm also really excited because it's like both of these books I've been working on for a while, so I suspect that the Black Marrow did pretty well, you know. We got about, like, what? I don't know. We did better than the first book. It's growing, so that's great. But I suspect the King Arthur, the Knights of Camelot comic, based on what I'm seeing, I suspect it's going to do better. It's going to actually outdo Black Marrow, just based on the sheer popularity of the IP before I even got involved. You know, but like not even my version of it necessarily. It's just a popular character. So, and I don't see a lot of other people just doing a straight up like version of it that's meant to just be a celebration of the myth, as it were, instead of like using it as background fodder for a different story, which is I think how people use King Arthur a lot. How they use Arthurian like lore. That's always like, it's like they take elements of it to tell a different story, and it's like I'm like, no, I want to talk about the sword and stone and the battles and the medieval stuff and all the knights, and I designed all this armor. It's just, yeah, it's really cool. And those of you, who back to Black Marrow, which is I think most of the people that catch my streams, you're going to get to see the preview. There's like a 6-page preview for Knights of Camelot in the back of the book. And oh boy, does it look nice in print. It is pretty. The artwork really, I gotta be immodest for a second and say it looks real nice. Oh, thanks, man. So what is your Death's Head project then, Lone Wolf? Now that we've established who the character is and I'm remembering a bit of it. I remember him having like a crazy cool design. And yeah, we're, you know, like I was saying, after the Kickstarter was done, that I would get into a mode of doing more streams. So I'm making good on that. I'm trying to, you know, do more than just once a week. So yeah, especially because I am now starting the third project that I'm doing this year. The first two Kickstarters, it's like the year's already at the beginning, and I got two coming out. You know, one just finished, the second one starting in a few weeks, or maybe a month. And then I got a third one much later in the year once I finish the comic, which this is page 1 of my superhero book. And it was going to have, the original title was Pantheon, but I have to change it because there's something on Netflix called Pantheon, and it's already very popular, and that it has to have a different title. So, and I don't know, I gotta figure it out. And so it's like I'm working on a book I don't even have a name for, which is very rare for me. Usually I'm good with titles and Hey, what's up, Broken Blade? Yeah? Oh, that's cool, Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf says, I think I'm getting into doing cover type illustrations, so I've been doing characters up like a cover. That's pretty cool. So you're doing like the dimensions and everything of... Also, what medium are you doing, Lone Wolf? You're working on paper with pen and ink, or are you doing digital? Oh, nice. Oh, you have it in the finished channel? I'll be able to check it out then. Yeah, I've been really like not on the Discord lately, not as much as I used to be. I gotta get back on there. Hey, Broken Blade says, some good news. I've completed my layouts for the prologue of my comic. Just started working on the detailed pencils. Dude, that's great, man. What kind of shots are you doing for your prologue? My cat is complaining quite a bit. The colors I'm going for are like early morning. Excuse me while I lasso this entire field of wheat. What was my question? You completed your prologue. Oh, I was curious what you were doing for your prologue. Like, what kind of shots are you planning? You gotta tell us. I'm excited to know. Should I change the music? I think I want to put on... Let's see. Oh, that might be copyrighted. I just meant, like, what kind of stuff are you drawing in the intro? That's what I'm asking. Broken Blade. That's all. Like, what kind of shots, like, what kind of things are going to be in the intro to the book? That's all. That's the one there. The look I'm going for with this opening page, it's like a wheat field in early morning, like real Americana, you know. So it's got to have like a certain darkness to it, because it's got to be hinting at the fact that the morning is pretty young right now. So there's like a warm light. You want to have this sense of the breaking of dawn, you know. And like, if this is in the country, there's a kind of like crispness to it, you know, a little bit of longing. That's gonna look good. But first I gotta... color this guy. Oh, I've seen you working on this. I've seen some of your early pages for this. The start of the bank robbery. Yeah, yeah. It's cool that you stuck with it for that long. Sorry, I know it's not much fun to watch me just like just block in colors, but it's a necessary part of this. I promise it'll be fun to see it when it's done. I hope so. My muse is gonna haunt me until I tell this story. That's cool though. Oh, thanks, man. It's funny you say, I'm glad you like it because I know that this is quite different than other things that I've worked on since you guys have met me. This is like, it's definitely not Black Mirror, and it's definitely not, Camelot. It's just this very modern, well, in a way it's actually not. It's like I seem to be uninterested in the modern world because I keep making things that have a past feel to it, and like, it's just funny, like this is that comic, you guys have seen the art for it, when I did that big spread that took me like weeks to paint, and it was that big ensemble piece with all those heroes that all like look really retro, like Silver Age. Let me know in the chat if you remember that. If not, I'll drop it in the chat. But that took me like weeks to work on between other things, and this is the comic that goes with that cover that I painted. So that's the vibe. That's why I'm listening to oldies tonight. And this is like more so than anything else I've worked on. It's like full of my perspectives on things, I guess you could say. It's like, I wouldn't say it's political, but it's definitely like, it has an ideological bend that's very, very hopeful. And that, is in of itself like a position to take, But it's like if this particular comic has a theme, it's that it's basically like fuck the black pill, like fuck that whole thing of assuming. What's happening here? Sorry, one second. I seem to have messed something up. God, it's so hard to just do this one thing. Okay. There you go. It's very like anti-cynicism, And the idea being that like the people that want you to feel like nothing is going to get better and that the world is shit, that is a strategy designed to manipulate you, essentially, and that a certain type of moral optimism is actually like an amazing weapon. Not the most original I guess sentiment, but it's like the kind of thing I just feel really strongly about, and you can see that in my work. Like it's all over my comics, like that idea. But this is perhaps of everything I've worked on and been able to sell, and this is the one that's like definitely the most like open-chested, where it's like I'm being very vulnerable with this because I'm really putting myself out there with this stuff, as far as. I love it when you add the highlights and they just come together like that. It's so great. I'll check the chat in a second. I'm just trying to get over the hump here. Yes, this is for the thing formerly named Pantheon. I think, were you here earlier when I was saying that I think it needs a new name? I'm like certain of it now because I've heard more than one person talk about that Pantheon Netflix show. And I told myself if that show got popular or if it became a thing where people would be confused by it, or if I was in danger of getting sued, that I wouldn't use it. I would find a different name. The original name for this comic was actually going to be The Last Pantheon, because it's something deep in the lore of the comic that's about why this League of Heroes is called the Last Pantheon, like historically why they call themselves that, you know, because this comic is like, the story is essentially based, I don't know, like 120 years in the future, and that we circle back toward a very like simple, homey kind of 1950s retro futurist society. It's going to be like really fun and upbeat. But the idea being that the Last Pantheon is something that they called themselves when they formed this unit of super people, and that was way back in the day, you know, like it was something that's in our future but their past kind of thing. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe the word Pantheon is just I have to just surrender to not using it. I just don't really have another name. This is my trick to create a shadow. You guys like this music? This is from Nemo's Dreamscapes. He does these editing where he uses oldies, and I really like it. I recommend his channel. I'm a little concerned though that because I know I learned recently he also sings, and now I'm worried that some of this might be his actual like IP, like his copyrighted music. And if it is, please don't sue me. If it is copyrighted though, I won't do this anymore. Maybe I want to reach out to him and like get his permission. Because I worry about, I don't want to mess with anybody's spot. Oops. Excuse me. Lone Wolf says, I listen to big band type of music when I am working on the first comic I came up with. I should show Gigi the redo of the first. Oh, that's cool. Paragon's a good name. If I use that, what do I owe you, Broken Blade? You guys, I'm really excited. You're definitely going to be here when I finish the first page of the new comic. That's great. I'm so happy. I didn't realize how close I was to finishing it. Sorry, I don't mean to sniff into the microphone, but I've been working on this comic like just here and there in my spare time, which, obviously like is not much. Because it's not much for all of us. By the way, Lone Wolf, how's your mom doing? Bro, is she still playing Skyrim? How's that going? I loved when you told me that. I think that was you that said that, right? That your mom was like heavily into Skyrim. That's so badass. By the way, Broken Blade, how have you been since we talked last? Since we chatted? Hey, what's up, Jacobo? I was just thinking about you. I was wondering how your driver's test went, if you were able to take it again, or if you have to go through all the... Do you know when you're taking your driver's test again? Sorry, I don't want to bring it up if it's something you don't want to talk about, but it's been on my mind because I was like, man, that's got to be such a shitty feeling. A shout out? Yeah, of course. I'll do that for you, Broken. I'll do more than that. If I end up using Paragon, I'll do some big gesture for you. You are almost an hour into the stream. I don't know how much longer I'm going to go because it's 9:30 almost. I am done, Jacobo, with the King Arthur book. It's donezo. Yeah, it's done, man. Can't believe it. So the King Arthur book, it's like 35 pages. It's not as long, but it's... I'm experimenting with some nice little changes there as far as the length of the book and seeing how people respond to something that's not quite as long. You know, something less expensive, you know, a comic that's not going to be $30 or more. Because when I'm doing the Kickstarter campaign for Black Mirror, I kept having to remind people that, like, just in case, I was like, you guys know it's like, it's a big book. You're paying, it's like, it's 30, I'm just a little insecure about that because I'm worried people aren't seeing that when they are looking at the price. Like, what? You know, and it's like, guys, it's like 100 pages. But I suspect even with that, people who are new to my stuff might have been reticent to spend money on it. So I'm wondering if more new readers will give my work a chance if I start with a smaller book that has a little bit less of a price tag, you know, where it's just, and less of a commitment financially and maybe even literarily. It's really funny, that's a word I would make up. But in terms of reading time and, you know,
like I knew a brand new tune. Should have known by now it was just a dream. Why did I get those hopes so high before she waved our love goodbye? Her standards fell too far below to care for someone she'll never know. Guess I'll retreat back to my old place, wearing a mask, hiding my face. Looks like I need a brand new scene. Should have known my love was just a dream.
The DMV are miserable people. That is not false. That is true. I don't know that anybody I've ever met has had a great experience. Although the DMV in my little town is great because it's not the city, so everybody's much nicer. I know I glaze the country a lot, but it is different. It is different. Is this page done? Is it done? He wondered aloud. Jacobo says, no, you don't glaze the country and semi-small towns enough. They're more affordable and they have more community. If I could, I'd move to a tier 2 town. You're in the city, right, Jacobo? Are you, if you don't mind my asking, are you New York City, if I remember correctly? Or you're in a city, yes? Sorry, I missed... How do you plan on printing and shipping the thing, especially with tariffs? I mean, I charge people appropriate shipping based on... I have a membership with Ground Advantage, so the printing I'm doing through Comics Wellspring, I've calculated a price. It's, you know, going to eat up somewhat a percentage of the money that was made, but I should be able to take home most of it, I hope, you know? I mean, not I hope, but way more than half, let's put it that way. Because I've done a lot to shave expenses off of overhead because I'm printing and shipping myself. So using Ground Advantage to the post office, the average seems to be $20 for international shipping, and then roughly 5 to 10 for domestic, or 5 more so for domestic. But I still charge 10 for shipping through the Kickstarter, because that other $5 is basically a shipping and handling, like a handling fee for myself, because I'm the one doing the box setup and the packaging and everything. So I'm basically paying myself like an employee, which is something you should do when you do this. You make sure you set enough money aside for yourself to pay yourself as an employee to do all, because it's going to be like a few days of work. Not much. I mean, it's not that I didn't sell 1 billion copies. It's like, you know, but you pay yourself for that, you know, that fee. So yeah, this page might be done. I know you can't necessarily see it super clearly, but you see, but I'm wondering if it looks better like this with the white or with the black. The black panel borders, it is more dramatic. It does have a kind of intensity to it, and I am partial to that. But you look at the white, and there's something so pleasing about having this empty white border. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Said black does seem to set the tone, but the tone is fairly light of the book. I mean, it's not a goofy book, but the tone is very like bright. So I don't know, maybe the black borders are appropriate. Excuse me. So, depending on what's happening next, so what's happening next is this. It's going to be, I don't know if you can tell, but it's, the kid looks up and the sky is full of heroes in flight and spaceships, and it's like wondrous futuristic city, or wondrous futuristic fleet, I should say. BB says, I have a strong bias towards black backgrounds, but white works well here. Yeah, I see what you're I kind of agree. I'm gonna be very indecisive about that. That's kind of like my pattern is I'm very decisive about a bunch of things, and then I'll like hem and haw over one aspect of an image, and I'll ask everybody I know, and then I'll end up doing something that's not even what they recommended. So it's just annoying. It's probably annoying for other people. Strong Norman Rockwell vibes. Well, that's cool. I love that because that's what I'm going for. Yeah. There's some lag on the chat. All right, well, it's getting late. It's going to be 10 o'clock soon. That's it for tonight, guys. But thank you so much for showing up. Anybody watching, please give the video a like. And I'll try to stream again. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Tomorrow's another good day for streaming, so I'll try to do it again, all right? Maybe I'll be streaming some client work or something. Thank you guys so much. God bless you. Have a great night.